Code monkey get up, get coffee. Code monkey go to job. Code monkey have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob say code monkey very diligent, but his output stink. His code not functional or elegant. What do code monkey think? Code monkey think maybe manager wanna write login page himself. Code monkey not say it out loud. Code monkey not crazy, just proud. Code monkey like Fritos. Code monkey like Tab and Mountain Dew. Code monkey very simple man. Big warm fuzzy secret heart. Code monkey like you. Code monkey like you.
What's new, Dino Dudes? It's me, the Media Raptor, and welcome back to another episode of the Media Raptor Reviews. You know, I just figured let's just keep going, so let's get into it. I'm going back to basics for this channel, and you probably know where this is going if you look at the title up there or down there, depending how you're watching this. If not, we're going back to some Sci-Fi Channel movies. More specifically, some Asylum movies. Starting with the 2007 mockbuster, Transmorphers. What do you even say about this? Well, you're probably expecting me to go, oh, it's just good, dumb, cheesy fun. You're gonna want to, watch it and, get a good laugh out of it, and not really. See, Transmorphers is pretty obviously a take on the Transformers series. That I can't believe I had to say that out loud. But it also kind of is a bit of a take on the Terminator franchise, which is weird because they had another movie called The Terminators. Does this mean that the Asylum is actually trying something original? No, it just means they're ripping off more than one movie in their movie. So is that rip off Inception or something? I don't know. Yeah, this is a bizarre movie because it wants to be a Transformers type film, and yet I'll read the back. Let me just read the back. A race of alien robots has conquered the Earth and forced humanity underground. After 300 years of domination, a small group of humans develop a plan to defeat the mechanical invaders in the ultimate battle between man and machine. That actually sounds decent, It sounds like it could be a bit of an entertaining film. Maybe a bit of a low-budget film, but I've seen low-budget movies that turn out to be really good. This is not one of them. In fact, it's not even really a so bad it's good, but I can explain why. See, part of what makes these movies, these types of movies, so entertaining is often how stupid people are in them. And the fact that you're looking at this wow, even by white people in horror movie standards, you are an idiot. And don't get me wrong, that's the entire cast of this movie. Nobody at any point makes any smart decisions. And the characters are not characters, they are literally just an actor told, hey, say these lines, try and have some emotion in it. Oh, you didn't have any emotion? Well, good enough, we're going to use it anyways. All put together with some of the worst CG you will ever see in any Sci-Fi Channel movie ever made, even by the Asylum standards. The plot is nonsensical. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It sadly isn't as entertaining as it should be, but it's still hard to look away from, if that makes sense. Transmorphers isn't exactly a so bad it's good film. It's more of a cinematic car wreck. And not like Cats, where you could look away in disgust. This is more of a car wreck like, say, The Room, where when you start watching it, you really have a hard time shutting it off because you're just thinking, what is this movie? How did it get made, and where is it going? Now, it's not for everyone. Some people may have a really hard time watching this. And the funny thing is, when you look at any other Asylum DVD, they have, on the back, they'll have, the 3 C-list actors they could get. No offense to any of those actors. But, these 3 C-list actors, like Jaleel White and, That's the only one I can remember off the top of my head from Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. But like they kind of make a big deal out of it. They're like, yeah, we got these actors in it. You know these guys, right? Nothing. None of these actors... I have not seen any of these actors in anything aside from this movie with good reason. This is some of the worst, most flat, wooden, lifeless acting I've ever seen, and some of it is kind of so bad it's funny. Like, especially when they're trying to be dramatic, when they're trying to be like, the robots took our home, we need to stand together, we need to fight together, we need to... Like, that is funny, because it's not like... It's not... I put more emotion into that. It's more like, the robots took our world, we need to stand together, we need to fight. Actually, even that has more emotion than this movie does. But, yeah, it is not a good movie. And the CG is absolute garbage. And this is also the one place where I can actually give a compliment to the movie. The Transmorphers, while that name is incredibly stupid, actually look kind of cool. If you get a good look at what they look like on the cover here, and on the back, the design of them, while pretty bad and pretty off, to be honest, and not very consistent from scene to scene, in and of itself is not a bad design. It's just really, it could have used a few more drafts and much, much, much better CG. But, you know what? I did not expect that going into this because it's an Asylum movie. Like, if you expect that, what are you doing with your life? You do not go into an Asylum movie for quality, you go in for entertainment. And at the end of the day, yeah, I can recommend Transmorphers to a very small group of people. I can recommend it to people, essentially people like me who are film sadomasochists, people who like bad movies, people who enjoy trying to find the worst movies out there, stuff like The Incredible Bork or Shark Exorcist, like movies that aren't even that funny as so bad it's good. You'll probably enjoy Transmorphers. I don't know where you can find it. I'll be honest, a lot of the DVDs I have of these movies I got like 7 or 8 years ago, and I honestly don't know where I got them. I think I got a number of them at like Giant Tiger or someplace like that. But yeah, on quality, this movie is straight up Raptor sped. Like, it is just horrible. Like, I cannot even give it a rating out of 4. It is just bad. Entertainment-wise, I can only give it really 1.5 out of 4. It's kind of funny to watch these characters who are like in this military, like, you know, resistance suddenly turn on each other so drastically. Like, hey, we're gonna, like, all the women like will get into fights randomly. Like, it's entertaining, but I can't guarantee you'll enjoy it, if that makes any sense. Even I kind of had to admit this is not the best movie, the best bad movie I've seen. It is kind of garbage. But it's still worth watching if you're interested to see what kind of weird movie a movie called Transmorphers could possibly be. Now, you might think, well, that's the end of that. No. Those of you who happen to know Sci-Fi Channel movies already know this, but Transmorphers has itself a sequel. To be more precise, a prequel sequel, if that makes sense. I also just realized my roommate's fan is on. Sorry if that's a bit annoying. I'll turn it off for the next review. Yeah, so come back in a few minutes, because I'm filming these all back to back, and I'll probably all upload them at the same time, because we're going to talk about Transmorphers 2, Transmorphers Fall of Man. Until then, keep cool, and I'll see all you Dino Dudes around. Later.